And we are back to another episode. Today we have Mr. Brandon Swaney from All American MMA on the show. Brandon, welcome.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for having me.
So we got you booked for NLC 25, June 29th against Griffin Key. He's one of the better strikers in the 55 and 70 divisions here. And it's an intriguing match for you because, I mean, you're also a striker. I know you got the ground game as well, purple belt, jiu-jitsu, wrestling background.
Yeah, just jiu-jitsu. I never wrestled.
So you're coming in. Normally people are trying to put you on the ground to avoid your striking. Now you're going with a guy who's been in the same boat.
Yeah.
So what's it like coming into a fight, I guess, knowing you got a guy that's looking to do what you want to do?
It's exciting. You know, I've been out for a minute. Can't wait to get back in there, man. It's going to be nice to have somebody that just wants to stand and throw some hands for a little bit.
Yeah. So it's your first fight since October of 21. So
yeah, man.
Almost 3 years.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing in the since that fight?
I've still been training. At least 3 to 4 days a week during that time, but then I had a couple of people go through some fight camps. I've helped Nick get ready for fight camps. I've helped Ethan Hayes get ready for fight camps. And I still trained, but just dealt with some life stuff, man. Just had to take some time and readjust. That's all.
So you've been you were helping those guys get ready for some big fights.
Yeah.
Probably. I guess Nick has some Bellator. I know Ethan's been more on the regional scene, but he's at the higher level of the regional scene, knocking on the door of the bigger leagues if he wants to keep going.
He
what's
says
it like
he's
working
retired.
with guys
He
like
says
that?
he's retired, but I don't buy it.
He's too good to walk away right now.
Yeah, he's just he's married now. He was building a house for a little while, not building a house, but I think they were remodeling a house. And he's just enjoying life a little bit. I think he'll get the itch. I know he's going to box for sure, but he's just
put the house and the lowriders on hold for a minute and punch somebody in the face.
Yeah, I've been through a lot of camps with them guys, man. I mean, I think I was in all of Nick's Bellator camps, maybe like, I think all of them. And most of Ethan's fight camps. They've been my boys, since I started, so. It's been nice having them.
So, looks like you've been around it for a while. I see on your record your first MMA fight was 2017.
Yeah.
I believe I saw you had some boxing history as well. What made you get into combat sports? And tell me about that.
No, I never had any boxing. I just was always intrigued by it, and then I actually went to Nick's fight. It was the very first time I met him and Ethan, and they were fighting at the Meadows in Washington. And I knew their coach that they had for basically a long time. And I just bought a ticket and then went to the fights, and that following Monday I was in the gym. I've been going ever since.
Nice. You have to YouTube this guy. There's somebody with the same name as you that has been boxing in this area.
Oh yeah. I actually know that he grew up with my little brother Hunter.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I got a friend. So my dad's name is Mike Swaney, and I went to high school with a kid named Mike Swaney, and we're good friends. There's a lot of Swaneys, a lot of Brandon Swaneys. It's kind of odd.
Yeah. I think
he's a good boxer. I don't think he's doing it anymore though. But.
Yeah, I haven't seen the videos, but I know I was when I was looking up some of your stuff, I ran across them. But there was like a lot of tough man fights. And,
I think that's basically what he did, was a tough man. But he, for doing the tough man, he's got Chris boxing. I think he worked with Eric Palmer. And Eric's a good boxer, so.
Oh yeah, Eric's legit. Yeah. Eric was a really good pro, and then he's promoting some good shows up that way.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
I believe somewhere along the way, people migrating back in the day, Swaneys. At some point, somebody spelled it Swaney, and down where I'm from, there's no Swaney. There's a lot of Sweeneys.
Oh yeah, that's what the telemarketers. That's what the telemarketers call me whenever they call. Mr.
Yeah,
Swaney.
it's Mr. Swaney,
Yeah.
Swaney, buddy. Um, yeah. So you've been with Nick and those guys the whole time.
Yeah.
We had Kevin. Gosh, why am I forgetting his name?
Big Cat.
Big Cat. Yes, he Kevin Miller. He I believe he was with you guys for a little bit. Ended up hurting his back. Unfortunately, we had him scheduled for a fight, and I guess he could barely walk. So he had to pull out. But Kevin was our heavyweight champ before he just hung it all up. Just had to quit fighting altogether. I would love to see him get back into it. The dude's good.
Yeah, no, he was really good. He came out of nowhere. I think Ethan knew him, and then he kept coming to the gym now and again. Man, it sucked to spar him. I hated it, and but he
Big
was
guy
good,
with
man.
some
He
good
was
hands,
really good.
smooth hands.
Yeah,
Good
for how big
wrestling.
he was. Yep.
Yeah, couldn't had some nasty leg kicks. Couldn't take him down. He fought a jiu-jitsu black belt here. He defended his belt against a black belt, and the dude just had to stand with him because you couldn't do anything with Kevin.
Yeah, he was different, man. He was different.
Yeah,
For sure.
built different. Yeah, big guy, big strong guy, big athletic. I guess he used to fight middleweight, welterweight. Then took some time off and got back into it. And he still had the skill, the speed. He just had some size now.
I was gonna say he wasn't no middleweight or welterweight, but that's a big
Yeah,
boy.
he was fighting. I'm gonna look it up real quick. I know he had some early fights like in St. Louis. Let's see, Kevin. Well, that's not showing up there. He fought for Shamrock back in 2012, and then took 8 years off, and then fought for me in 2020. Yeah, that Shamrock fight. I can't remember. It was once. It's out there. You can watch it. But
You have to look
fought
some
either
of the stuff up.
170 or 185. Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. He's legit, man.
Yeah, he was good.
So you got, I guess you're getting a lot of work in with Denzel Chapman and these guys.
Yeah.
Travis Schneider. He's not on this one now. He's going to be back in a few months.
Yeah, he's got some stuff going on he got to deal with. So.
Mm-hmm. So tell me about some of the guys at your team. I know it's a team that's fairly new to fighting here, other than Kevin a while back. But
yeah,
Denzel wasn't always there. Yeah, so
we got it started with Nick and AJ Bosley back in the day, and our gym is small. We don't have too many fighters in our gym. It's a lot of people just coming there for working out. Just learning jiu-jitsu and striking the basics. But our fight team as a whole is pretty small, but we're a tight group. But yeah, Denzel's training with us now, which has been a big help with striking and just all around. We got Nick and Ethan and Preston Frost. He's coming up. He's got a fight in July. Justin Patton trains with us a lot. We like to train with them Pittsburgh guys, man. We're all pretty close. Like if anybody ever asked me to fight somebody from Stouts or Matt Factory or Black Cat, I'm not, unless it's for a lot of money and a belt, I'm not doing it. We're cool with them guys. There's no need to. I don't think so. I don't think there's any need to fight some of these guys that we train with when there's other amateurs out there, man. We can fight and pros. But yeah, our team's small. We got Travis now. Jonathan Wood. I wish he'd get back in there, but he's just
he needs
doing.
to, man. I've been trying to get him. He's just
hard-headed,
not getting
man.
back to me.
Yeah, he's hard-headed.
Yeah,
but
Wood's good, man. He's fought here, I think, 3 times. I think he's 1-2 here, but they were some pretty tough opponents. His last time he fought Noah Kiska.
Yeah, I like Noah too.
Yeah,
Noah fought. So one time, Ethan Kenny was training with us too, but I think he moved up to Pittsburgh. I think he works a lot around there or something. He's training with the Matt Factory guys. But he fought him, and then he came to the gym and trained with us a couple times, and him and John ended up fighting. I actually seen him that day. I was like, man, why do you keep fighting all my friends? What's going on here? But no, I know it's cool.
Yeah.
Just a tough one for John, man. Noah's a good wrestler. He's gonna be really good, especially when he starts using his striking. But Yeah, John gets all. He's like 4'3", so he fights all them tall guys. Noah was the smallest
Yeah,
guy he had to fight, but yeah, he'll
I've
bounce
got
back.
some fights here. I've
Yeah,
had some fights here for him. Like some guys his size. But I don't know. I just can't nail him down to get him to come down and fight. He wants to fight. He wanted to fight, I guess, just in Bridgeport and not over in Kentucky. It was a little further drive for him. But
yeah,
it seems like every time I had a great match for him, it was in Kentucky. And they
yeah,
didn't want to come to Morgantown, or, up to Bridgeport. He didn't want to go to Lexington, so
yeah.
just couldn't nail it. Just couldn't get it locked in. I had something for him for this time, just never could get a hold of the guy. So um,
He's just
had to
dealing with
move
some
on.
stuff, man. He's like I said, he's hard headed. He don't
Yeah,
like to. He don't like to get help. Nothing bad. I'm just saying, like
yeah.
you offer to help him out with something. He's like, nah, man, I got it. So he's
Yeah.
just hard headed, and once he gets out of his way, he'll be all right.
Come on, John, get back in there, man. Got some talent. Got some
Yeah,
talent. You gotta get in there and show it.
yeah, he does.
Um, yeah. Man, I believe that's all I got today. Next time we talk, I'll have more.
Yeah, no, it's
Um,
good. I understand,
yeah,
man. We never got to really talk, but
yeah,
I appreciate the opportunity. I'm ready to get in there. You know, Griffin. All respect to him, man. He's very talented. I don't know who he trains with really. I know Chris McKinney cornered him once, and I love Chris. Chris is a good dude.
yeah.
You know. So yeah, I mean, I'm ready to go, man. Striking, grappling, whatever happens. I just want to stand. I'll stand in the middle and just look at Griffin and swing if he wants to. I don't give a shit. I ain't got nothing to lose, man. I mean, I've been
Yeah.
out for a while. I just want to enjoy it. It's been a rough few years. I'm just ready to go. So
It's gonna be it's one of the more exciting fights on the card. Two really good strikers just for the amateur level. Sometimes those fights turn into wrestling matches because the guys are
hey,
both so dangerous.
hey man,
Sometimes
he
you get
hits me
two,
hard. I might
just
be
like you
shooting.
get right. Sometimes you get two wrestlers and they never hit the mat. You get two strikers and you never see a punch thrown on the feet. So we'll
I know,
see.
man.
But potentially fight of the night is what I was thinking when I set this fight up.
I hope, man.
Um,
All my fights, I don't think I really ever got to showcase my true potential. And
mhm.
obviously, at the beginning, nobody's really that good.
Right.
But I've grown every fight. I've had some shitty losses. My first fight was a DQ. The guy said he couldn't fight no more. Pennsylvania amateur rules suck to an extent.
Yeah.
I mean, they just try to protect the people, but whenever you just hit somebody and their knees down, and then they're like, "Oh, I can't fight no more." You get a loss
Yeah.
instead of like a no contest, something, whatever. But yeah, and then my other two losses were to grapplers. They just kept wrestling me, but they were good. So
Yeah.
Todd Box was the last guy I fought. He's cool as shit, man. I tried to hate him. Before the
Yeah.
fight, and I couldn't do it. But but he's pro now,
Guess
I believe. We still talk, man. He's cool. So
Todd. Let's see what's Todd looking like now. Yeah, 1-0
Todd
pro.
Box.
Yep. Yeah. Looks like you fought some tough guys. If you're fighting in that region, there's not a lot of easy fights. I mean, everybody.
No.
I mean, most of the guys there have wrestling backgrounds. So
Yeah.
if you didn't grow up wrestling, I mean, you're at a disadvantage coming into the fight right away.
Yeah, wrestling's very dominant, man.
But good thing you got a gym like you have. So I mean, you're seeing the wrestling every day. You're catching up.
Oh,
Yeah. You've had almost, I guess, 2.5 years now to grow from that last fight. So I'm looking forward to it. You've been off just as long as Griffin's been in the game.
Yeah.
And looking forward to it, man. Two of the best strikers around. You got a lot of skill. Griffin comes in. He's catching up on the skills, but he makes up for it by being one of the most explosive and quick fighters I've seen. He's definitely one of the better athletes at this in amateur MMA around here.
Yeah, he's very athletic.
Definitely an athlete, and it shows. He's coming up. He's learning. His skills are growing. He relies on it, but right now he's still got to rely on the athleticism. But every fight, he's looking a little bit better every time. yeah, you got the experience on him, but I mean, it should be a good fight. It's almost like a first fight again, almost like a debut. I would say, like
What it feels like.
a weird
I'm
feeling
excited.
being off for that long. Yeah. So yeah, man, I'm glad you're back. It's awesome that you're fighting for us. Your first fight coming back. Been easy to work with, good to work with. It's awesome whenever I have guys and hey, this is what you need, and you take care of it, and then we fight. So
Yeah,
I appreciate that. Being easy to work with, looking forward to the fight, and looking forward to having you back more in the future. So,
I appreciate
any
it.
last words for the people watching?
Hopefully, I'm gonna put on a show, man. But it's a fight, so whatever happens, happens. I'm I accept whatever. I don't really give a shit. I'm just going out there having fun. Just gonna do my thing, man. So I appreciate you guys for having me. So,
all right, thanks for everybody for watching. June 29th, Brandon Swaney, Griffin Key at New Line Cage Fighting 25. You can get tickets now, newlinecagefighting.com. Make sure to tag this man at checkout. The amateurs get paid for their ticket sales. They are, not allowed to pay them for a purse, but we're paying them for sales. So,
yeah,
tag this man at tag this guy at checkout. If you can't make it, we're going to have the pay-per-view on our YouTube channel. You got to be make sure you're logged into YouTube. You got to become a member to get it. $24.99. All right, thanks.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you.